Welcome to Seven Trumpets Prepper, and in this video today I'm going to show you a whole list that I put together of apps that'll be very useful for later down the road. Some of these apps may even save your life one day. And very soon I'm going to do another video that will add on to what I'm doing today that will show you how to use a Geiger meter that plugs into your iPhone to detect radiation. But that'll be another video. Right now, let's just take a look at some of these apps that I've got for today. Okay, so let us begin this journey. The first app that we're going to come to is going to be called Walkie Talkie. The W is uppercase and the T is uppercase when you're searching for it on the market, because there's like a bunch of walkie-talkie apps out there, but you don't want the Wi-Fi, you're wanting the Bluetooth, because that way long after 3G's gone, Wi-Fi and everything else, you can still Bluetooth another phone from up to 100 feet away, which is really neat. Now me and my wife has been testing this out, and the hands-free, I'm going to have to get it. It's 99 cents for the upgrade, but I think it's going to be well worth it, and just a really great app to have, because long after your cell service plan and everything else is gone, you still have a walkie-talkie, and that's really nice app to have. Now, for me, I want to keep a map on me at all times. Now, this right here is City Maps to Go, and it is a great app. I actually found another bridge leading me out of Knoxville as a backup to getting home, aside from the 3 that I already have as an option. So that's really great. I mean, this has tons of information on it. You can download the free version, and if you're just never wanting to leave your county or a small area, there you go. That one's free right off the bat. But if you're wanting to have a bunch of maps like me, I have a long way to trek home, then you're going to need to upgrade to the pro version or whatever, and it's going to be like $2 or $3, but I think well worth it, and not been disappointed yet. Good reviews on that app, not just me but other people also. Now moving on, let my camera adjust out here. I apologize, I tried this with the lights on and that just didn't fly. Now, you all know that I work for Loud Cry Ministries and soundtheloudcry.com, so obviously I'm going to have a Bible on me. Now, I think everybody should have a Bible on them, especially at the end of the world. We need to have the Word with us at all times. I wish Hallelujah Scriptures had a app on here, but they don't yet. But I use Pocket Sword and Blue Letter Bible. Of course, I keep a Pocket Torah on me of the Hebrew Scripture at all times, and yes, I even keep a copy of the Quran on me, because I want to reach out to Islam, to Muslims, and get them to see what the Bible says, what the Torah says, and to do it, and keep our Father's commandments and put away their acts. Now, as far as tools go, and just one last note on that, I do not hate anybody, whether they're Jewish, Islamic, Christian. I just want people to get back to the one foundation of worshiping the true Creator. Just want to get that out there real quick. Okay, now, everybody has like a little scanner on their phone. These are simple apps, but these are not going to work later down the road, so that's why I put them in a little category by themselves called Tools Pre. Now, the good stuff is right here in Tools Post. This is a good app, this Coins app. It tells you what how much content's in certain coins, what you can trade, how all these values and everything. If you were bartering, just a great app to have, free. Okay, now the next app is called Night Vision. Turn this here. I gotta say, it is not. I just don't think it's the coolest. That it could be. Let me turn this on here. It's more like a DSLR low light camera, to be honest with you. Let me turn this down a little bit so we can see what's on the table in front of us. I don't know how good it's going to pick up through this camera, but that is a little boat in front of me. It's kind of blacked out in front of me right now, so that's actually bringing it in a little better. But I mean, for practical use, no, maybe in a really dark, tight spot, just looking at something, that was my reasoning for maybe getting it. But actually using it for night vision, no way. Don't even buy into that fact. Now, flashlight, definitely want a flashlight app on your phone. That way you've got a flashlight on you at all times. Let this camera adjust out here and we'll move on. Okay, now we come to binoculars. I can't use that at the moment, but now that is a free app. It will do a 3x zoom on your phone for free, and then you can upgrade and it'll go to like 30. And so far what I've seen, I've been quite impressed with that. I'll probably upgrade that app. Now this one here is a metal detector. Now I've seen one I think that you buy for like $2, and I watched it on YouTube and it was pretty impressive. But this thing, I've got some metal here in front of me. You can see right now it's picking it up, but you can turn the sensitivity up, and I mean, it right there it is, it's going out of sight. I mean, this has some practical use to it. I mean, it's just cool to have. Heck, it's free, you can't beat that. But moving forward, now we come to, I have a little prepping section here. Now I keep FEMA up to keep up with updates and things if something bad's happening. Now I have one app on here. Whenever this gets adjusted, we have eFood storage. Do not ever get that app and use it. People have reviewed that and gave it bad reviews. What I would encourage you to get is Prep and Pantry. I use it, and right now I've got a little reminder on there because I'm supposed to buy some stuff when I go out to town. But the Prep and Pantry, nothing but good things to say. The app is free at first, but you can only put limited amount of stuff on it. Then after that, it's one-time $5 purchase, and you can use it forever. I keep my inventory scanned in this. I'm a warehouse manager at a day job when I'm not doing ministry work, so this is nothing new for me. Just scan it in inventory, tag it, put my quantities, my minimum quantity if I want to keep a set amount on there, put a picture beside it. I'm updating this right now. I'm going to have pictures of my other stuff on there, but you just go in and edit what you want on it. And it's very simple to use, very user friendly. Didn't take long to figure it out. This right here is a gun app. I'll put a link to this down in the bottom. But now here's the only thing I want to encourage you if you use this gun app is, it's just like the Prep and Pantry. It keeps a running list of guns and, your ammo and the maintenance schedule and everything. But now, ladies and gentlemen, remind you that, your phone can be watched and tracked. So if you don't want things to be seen by certain individuals, you don't want to put that on there. I've got some quake information, an app for earthquakes, and then a quake free. This quake free just lets you put it down on the table and feel the vibration. It'll, like for living out in California, I would imagine that this would be something useful. Right there you go. If it shakes, it'll let you know. But the one that I keep up with is right here, earthquake map and alerts. And it just lets me know if there's any earthquakes going on. Obviously, we've got a whole bunch of activity going on out here in the West Coast right now, and that's been in the news recently. This other one is solar alert light. This right here is going to tell me if I need to take my phone and stick it in a Faraday cage before it gets really nasty and fries my electronics, because as Trumpet 1, 2, and 3 happens, we're going to have a lot of things coming out of space into our atmosphere. We're going to have a meteor shower, an asteroid, and then a comet right behind it. So that's going to do some interference solar wise, or it can create the effects of an EMP. Okay, now as far as health and medical, I have a pharma calculator. Let this fuzz out. I have an iPharmacy that lets me know about all the pills that are out there, what their uses are. Very good for knowing what antibiotic to use. The other one's Herbal Plants. I haven't really tested that out, so I'm not putting no voucher behind that. I have First Aid Light. This one thing here is Cardiograph. They said Dr. Oz recommended this, and my wife showed me it and tested it, and I was pretty impressed. I don't know if it's going to read my fingertip right now. Turn this on, see if it'll read it. Here we go. You have to hold your finger properly, but you use it a couple times. She showed me, and I was pretty impressed with it. I'm sorry, I'm a non-user. Okay, I don't even work in the medical field, so you have to forgive me. But the name of it's Cardiograph. If you want to get that, it's also a free app. Now, something I do know something about is astronomy. Sky Safari. get this app, okay? Even whenever you can't use the gyro and you can't use other sensory for the compass and finding orientation, you can still use this as a planetarium and to find your way around, navigate the sky. Just great stuff. I use it, avid astronomer. Okay, the other stuff is, moon and live moon. I use that to, help me find when the beginning of the month is, because I use Creator's calendar. I just use that as a helpful little reminder to look in the sky for his appointed sign. Now, we move forward. We come to this one tool. It's an eye ruler. Pretty nifty. You just slide the device by by whatever you need. You just lay the device, hold onto the screen, push it by, and it'll tell you. Just nice little meter to have. That can be good for use for post surveillance. Okay, remote live and remote cam live. All right, them are two great apps. You want streaming video, you use another iPhone, sync them up, and you can use one as a surveillance camera, stream live video. The other one, you can take photos from a remote location. Just great for OPSEC. All right, now this is a section that's very serious business. Okay, hazmat. This first one, all right, is a hazmat pocket guide. Just lets you know, sorry it's fuzzed out again here, but we've got the health hazards, the specific hazard, reactivity, fire hazard, all the little codes and everything. Hazmat pocket guide, good app. All right, the next one is hazmat load. Now you might say, why would you want to keep that app? Well, I want to tell you, when you have abandoned gas trucks on the highway or abandoned cargo containers on the highway later down the road, you might want some propane cylinders, might want some gasoline for your car. You don't want to be picking up anything that has radioactive and explosives together. As you can see, there's a big red line there. That wouldn't be allowed on the road anyway. But just saying, there's going to be some gasoline on the road or propane or whatever one day abandoned, and that might be a good thing to grab. You'll know what to find. The other is Wiser. Just a reference guide that lets you know what the code markers is, because like say it's flammable, well then it'll have the marker code. Actually right here I plotted out if a uranium radiation spilled and I was near it, what would be the windage, bring it into my area. It tells you all sorts of things. I mean, like if this got exposed, say like I done the radiation thing, if that got exposed to the air and it got near, what would it do? Just really neat substance explanation thing. And I mean, it does all the stuff, chemicals, the whole 9 yards. It'll let you know what's going on, and you can hunt these things down, the chemicals, I think it even has the MSDS sheet. So just good to know in case something, you see this vehicle crashed off the side of the highway and it's not far from your home. You might want to know if there was a chemical there, because an earthquake tends to put things in action. Alright, hazmat reference light. Okay, this right here is going to tell you the code marker numbers, because like you want to know if that was a gas truck just crashed off the side of the highway in your backyard. Well, right there, obviously it wasn't. It was 1092 acrolein. It was stabilized. All right, so this lets you know what the markers is on hazmat stuff and the exact designation. The other one is nuclear sites. This lets you know nuclear sites around the world. Just good 411 to have. And somebody's calling me in the middle of that. I apologize. And now there's going to be another app I want to show you later when I get it. It's my Geiger meter that I talked about at the beginning of the video. I'm going to get that very soon, and I can show you the way that you can detect radiation using your iPhone later down the road, because that is just monumental to have a Geiger counter. And I mean, for a $100 investment compared to $200 or $300, I just don't see how you can beat that. And I'll show you that app later. But that just about wraps it up. So guys, I hope that list that I just showed you was helpful. Some of these apps, most of them are free, and so it's just great to have them for on the go, because the moment that something bad happens, you can't go on the internet anymore, or you can't go to the app store and get them. That's it. That's the end of the line. The trumpets are going to happen very soon, and it's important that we be ready, and we need to use every means necessary, even our cell phone, and get every tool that we can around us in our pocket so that we can use it, and in our backpack and on our shelf and everywhere and everything. because we can't run to the store later down the road, and we can't go and get what we don't have later, because now's the time to prepare. So I hope this has been a help to you. Make sure to visit worldslastchance.com, soundoftheloudcry.com, and make sure, if you're not a subscriber, to subscribe. And until we see you again, I hope and pray you have a most blessed day in Yahushua name.